Hello, and who are you?
My name is Holly Lee, and I'm with UVA Pipelines and Pathways.
And what are we doing here today?
So today we're having the 2026 Spring Senior Day and UVA Career and Community Fair at PVCC.
And I want to say this is my, fourth time, I think.
I think 4 or 5 times.
Oh my goodness. And over the years, I've never seen a glitch. Your organization, the way you are able to make the people who are here to build the community is awesome. It's perfect. I don't know. I've never seen a mistake. And
glitches do happen, trust me, but we try to keep it behind the scenes.
But you personally have been doing this since the library. Like, you've been doing this forever, and this is why you know all these vendors and people that actually do build the community, right?
Yeah, no, this career fair is my 18th year of doing career fairs here in the Charlottesville region. So yeah, we've been doing it a little while.
And also, it's that you're very smart, and you know where people are communicating. For instance, I remember there was something at the Common House one year, maybe?
Yeah, we had an event there. It was more of a networking focus.
Yeah. And so it's always like you are not like sitting in the library. You seem to always bring the community to you, and you know where to go in Charlottesville, which is amazing to me.
That's kind of our role at Pipelines and Pathways. It's to bring job opportunities at the University of Virginia to the community, and so you'll see us out a lot. So whether it's at the Common House, at PVCC, at JMRL, or anywhere else in the Charlottesville area, that's where we go. We go where the people are.
Well, thank you so much for all you do in this community, and we'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you. Okay, this is Crystal. Crystal, can you tell me about your business?
Absolutely. So, At Home Care Staffing is a personal care private duty agency serving Charlottesville in a 50-mile radius from Charlottesville.
And so, how did you start this? And can you tell your full name and what your title is?
Yeah, I'm Crystal Bickley-Evat. I'm the president and owner of At Home Care Staffing, and I worked for the organization for about 15 years prior to taking ownership 3 years ago.
And can you tell me how long have you been in this business, so to speak? The medical community, I should say.
Absolutely. So I started off in a skilled nursing setting, went over to facility staffing, supplemental staffing, and then landed up in home care because that's where everybody wants to be.
And I know you are very important to this community because of your experience, but also the way you are able to see if a person is really qualified for the home person. You know, you kind of set up, how does that work?
Yeah, I think it's all in mentoring and developing. Not everybody is cut out to be in a home care setting or a hospital setting or skilled nursing. It's working with that individual and developing their skill set and figuring out what is a good fit for them.
And I know personally that, I taught CNA and PCN.
PCA.
Right? Yeah. And I did it with Fast Track, and I did it with PVCC, and it was and also National College.
Okay.
And they had me, doing medical assistance also. Anyway, I want to do a full interview with you one day. Will you agree to that?
Absolutely.
And also, this is Charlottesville Public Access TV, so it does go on YouTube. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Okay. And then I would hope that you would do your own show, which would kind of show the progression of your business. You could do it monthly, you could do it weekly. Are you going to do it?
Yes, sure.
Okay, well, thank you so much for talking to A Day a Minute with artist Robin Hoffman.
All right.
My name is Brooke Sims. I'm the one-stop center manager for the Virginia Career Works Piedmont region of the Charlottesville Career Center here in Charlottesville. We have the opportunity of workforce development across 11 localities in our region, and therefore our goal is to provide gainful employment either through entry-level training with our WIOA program or through our skills building program, as well as provide opportunities for workshops from resume support to mock interviews, or hey, you just need some career readiness skills. So that's what we're here to do at the Virginia Career Works Center here in Charlottesville, Virginia.
what is your experience for careers? I mean, obviously you must have a career, right?
Yes. My experience is education. So I spent 19 years in education. So don't get burned out. You just switch it in different aspects. So I have the opportunity to go into high schools now and get high school seniors who will be joining us with June with career readiness skills to those who've just been recently unemployed. So we do work with a lot of unemployment folks. And then our goal is to basically just give them those opportunities. So taking my education, then apply it into the classrooms and giving them soft skills training, career readiness, as well as, do you know how to interview? And tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm Robin Hoffman. I'm a Charlottesville Public Access TV host, but also a public artist here in Charlottesville and a registered nurse. So if you want to talk about your careers and how I went through my education, mostly on an art therapy track.
Okay.
But I started out as a registered nurse through community college.
Oh, nice.
And I also taught. I got my certificate, Jersey City State University for teaching. So I've had a lot of hats and a lot of careers, and I do appreciate you so much being a teacher. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being on Charlottesville Public Access TV.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good day. And you're here at the, what is this called?
This is PVCC the Bolick Center for the UVA Pipelines and Pathways Community Job Fair, as well as Senior Day.
And this is my 5th year being here. For this year is for my Charlottesville Community Art Gallery, which we are fundraising for the free clinic and for Habitat and for all the things that need support this year.
Okay, awesome. Do you guys do volunteers?
Yes, we do.
We might need to have a conversation.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
I'm from Charlottesville Public Access TV, and you are?
I'm Dawn Smith with Tiger Solar.
And you are here today because you installed PVCC, the college's solar panels.
We did.
The company, and you're here to help support that by recruiting high school students and college students, right?
That is correct. If they are 18 years of age and have a valid driver's license, they're welcome to apply for a career with Tiger in any one of our divisions, including Tiger Solar.
Do you know the history of how Tiger got involved with solar, since they are an oil and gas company?
I do. So our owners had a vision of putting solar energy on our operations around Charlottesville and the surrounding areas. And they found a really awesome solar company that they were so impressed with that they acquired it. And we developed our own solar division, which is very successful.
Do you know how much power that solar panel wattage or whatever it's called per the school, like a percentage wise? Like, is it 99% or?
I'm afraid I don't have that information. We have some really brilliant technical minds that take care of all of that. All I will say is that last year Tiger Solar had a goal and they crushed it. So
Awesome. And my neighbor across the street got Tiger on.
oh, fantastic!
Yeah, and they paid really minimal compared to some of the other companies and all that. They got 18 panels for as much as an HVAC anymore.
Yeah, we do not believe in price gouging. We know that the Tiger name speaks for itself, and we're happy to talk to any home or business owner about the value of Tiger on their property.
So it is a really good vocation.
It is an excellent vocation. We have a career path that goes from being a solar installer all the way up to being the VP of an operation and everything in between, including support with an electrical career too.
What about education for building the or putting? How do you become you need a certificate, right?
You do not need a certificate, but we offer their pathway. We will help pay for their education.
Oh my goodness!
We
Ding,
have
ding,
our
ding,
own
ding.
internal exam to help them progress through the career ladder.
Are you linked with like K-Tech and
We love K-Tech. K-Tech is a wonderful
and this
partner.
Bolick Center does that, right?
Yeah, I believe so. We have a member of our Tiger team that's actually a teacher with PVCC.
And I'm aware of everything thing because I've been interviewing people, nonprofits especially, but in the Piedmont Vocational Community College, I started out myself years ago in the New York system. And I was in community college and I got my RN license and I went all the way up to being an administrator, plus at the same time I am an artist. My track was being an art therapist. Anyway, long story short, I also had to go through education certificates and stuff like that, which I did at community colleges and state funded.
I started in community college also. I transferred to a 4-year school online and developed a great career in HR.
It wasn't easy.
It's not easy.
And if you have support and you have an idea of what you want to be, and you go to that supported.
Yeah. Well, Tiger offers education assistance. We also offer part-time jobs in our Tiger Wash in the market so that people can work while they're going to school and then maybe get some education assistance at the same time.
That's ideal. That's how we did it, right? We kind of like, for me, it was New York school system. Basically, I went through Brooklyn College as well because they had grants.
Yeah.
They had grants. And actually, Home Depot owner for New York University, anything medical, you get free education there because he wants to have somebody to take care of him. And it's the same thing as this Bolick Center was by Mrs. Bolick. She was, I need medical help. You know, I'm not going to get a facility. I'll use all my money to do it and support it. And that's how we get nonprofits supported. And that's how we get companies to support people to link with nonprofits, right? And here, especially in Charlottesville. How long have you been in Charlottesville?
Me? Oh, I've been in Charlottesville over 30 years. Yeah, I love Charlottesville. We also partner with the CDL program here, and we do offer jobs to CDL holders.
Oh my gosh!
To deliver fuel for Tiger Fuel.
This is an umbrella of opportunity.
It is an umbrella of opportunity. I love that. Thank you.
No, thank you, and for being here and being on Charlottesville Public Access TV. What are you doing here? What's your name, please?
I'm Nicole Carpenter. I'm the PVCC EMS clinical coordinator.
That's terrible. And what are you?
My name's Ali Akbar. I'm the EMS program director.
Okay, and why are you recruiting students?
Because we always need more paramedics and EMTs to go out and serve our community and help.
And what is the benefit of being a paramedic while you go to school?
It's very, so it opens up a lot of opportunities for you, and it's a really good base to get into pretty much any healthcare field. So, and you get to do a lot of cool stuff. We have like a pretty great scope of practice in Virginia. So you get to practice more autonomously in the field, and you know, you can progress into any other health field that you want.
As a healthcare provider, I also realized that when I started out in the community college to do medical, I was going to be an art therapist, but anyway, I became a nurse and I got all my credits and all that, but when they put me in the clinical environment, even in the classroom, I freaked out. And then as years went by, I started becoming more resourceful and less fearful of emergencies.
Yeah.
Because you only do what you, Good Samaritan, so to speak, you only do what you're trained to do. Even if you're a doctor on an airplane, if you don't know how to perform a tracheotomy, you cannot.
Yeah, and that's in our scope of practice. So.
And we practice a lot too, so that's not like a foreign concept. So we do a lot of simulation stuff, but then we also do a lot of clinical stuff in the hospital, in the ORs, in the field, at other EMS agencies.
So what are your
huge.
What?
So our clinical requirements are like probably more extensive than most other health programs at PVCC. They have to. We don't have an hours requirement, but we have a huge student minimum competency requirement that involves going to various departments in the hospital, but also doing EMS field time. And they have to run essentially 50 calls while they're in our program.
And the thing is too, every everybody has their own talents, right? Innately. Like, without training, certain people do things, or why they go into healthcare or science at all, right? Is that you want to do something like with a process that kind of assures you that if you follow that process to some degree, you're going to be able to help somebody. That's all paramedics, right?
Yeah, and we also teach people to think outside the box too, right? It's not just like a cookbook kind of step-by-step thing. You know, if you see this, that's always bam, bam, bam. We also teach them to consider, like, you know, the big picture and don't, you know, tunnel in and, you know, be able to think critically. So more like a clinician, not just, you know, following steps.
And that comes with experience on the job. But also, you also know your restrictions. You cannot always do everything because Good Samaritan law basically provides that you can be sued, right, for if you do something that you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
And then you learn what is your restrictions and all that.
Yeah.
So I actually have an art gallery, free art gallery. I raised $10,000 a year for the free clinic and this TV show, which you're going to be on, which is Charlottesville Public Access TV.
Oh, awesome.
Which I'm asking every person I'm talking to today to please go on Charlottesville Public Access TV. 70,000 people from Fluvanna, Albemarle County, of course, Crozet, and that's it. And of course, you know, here. Watch it through Comcast.
Okay.
So they voted because they don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh, gotcha.
You want to put people supportive, you know, an aspiration to become a paramedic. You could have a TV show monthly. You could have a 26-minute, and you can make it in-house.
Oh, wow.
All of it you can produce very at Charlottesville Public Access TV, which is on the York Place in the downtown mall.
Okay.
So you're going to see this on YouTube as well. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because I have so many videos. I started in 2009, and I raised these monies. That was my main goal. Like, I had my own career and all that kind of stuff. Now that I retired, I opened up a free art gallery.
Oh, wow.
So we raised money for the Blue Ridge and Meals on Wheels. Last year, this year is Habitat and Botanical Gardens and Sea.
That's awesome.
So you could do a podcast there. The studio's on York Place.
Oh, wow.
So look it up, Charlottesville Public, and you're going to be, in 2 weeks, you're going to be Pathways video with my name. So take my name, then look on YouTube. About 2 weeks from now, you'll be on there.
Okay, awesome.
So everything is okay. See, liability, right? So you have to make sure that people say, okay. But you are lovely for doing this, and I'm really glad that. So wait, you're in charge of the students when they come in?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
They are going to be so welcomed by you. Like, I even saw you across the room. I said, these guys, I got to take a video.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do videos, like I said, and even if you just pitch it to the high schools, you can give them everything. I'm gonna do the whole thing on phone. I used to have the camera, every move.
Oh, really?
Nothing. And we even have green screen, so when you go to the studio and you do a shoot, you can be like, the background could be like Mars. I mean, it could be anything.
Right.
You know, to sort of entice people to be creative about their career and how they're going to go about it through community or college or K-Tech or something like that. I just did your show for you, right?
Yeah, no, thank you. That's awesome. We appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate
We're trying to get the word out, so.
Thank you so much for being on Charlottesville Public Access and Community Building.
Thank you.
Can you tell us your name, please?
I'm Stephanie Carter.
And can you tell us what you're doing here today?
I am here today because students in the studios at Albemarle High School are here exploring employers and thinking about their future and looking at different opportunities.
And what specifically are you building in terms of your school and all that?
So I'm going to be the principal of the ACE Academy at Lambs Wayne, which is on the campus with Albemarle High School, and we have 8 different studios where students can enroll and spend at least at the most 4 years kind of exploring a career pathway.
And you are always at the need of education. Whenever you take a position, I know it's because they need you. Because you're a very good leader And also, what's your curriculum at the school?
Well, the curriculum, we'll offer academic curriculum and then also electives where students, CTE electives and other electives where students are exploring their topic of interest.
And so right now, a lot of people are aspiring to getting a vocation and certification before they go out and commit to a university, so to speak, because they can't afford the university yet.
Right.
And their scholarships they're waiting on or whatever. How do you see somebody like first year, second year of your school being employed or not?
Being employed while they're in high school or post-high school?
Yeah, well, while they're there, is there certifications while they're there?
Yes, of course. So some of our pathways will focus on a certification, and then we have a full-time work-based learning specialist where the students will be able to leverage to go out and kind of explore a field through a work-based learning opportunity, an internship or an externship or job shadowing or mentoring, any of those opportunities for our students to kind of see what they think they want to do in action.
So do you get a feeling for what's popular right now that people like to sort of focus on, or the students, like, do they love solar, or, is there like sort of a mixed focus, or do you feel like there's like certain things that in the community that people want to do?
I think that it is a mix, and that's the whole point, that we're kind of letting kids choose what they're attracted to and what sounds interesting and fun to them. And so we have 8 different studios. Students can come and explore all of these different potential career paths.
And basically, you are the community builders. I mean, since I've known you, and the reason I say that is because your leadership with the faculty and staff and the kids and all that is very, process oriented. Get them where they need to go, and let's go.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Thank you.
So anyway, thank you so much for being on Charlottesville Public Access TV, and you'll see yourself in 2 weeks on my show on YouTube. It's YouTube and Charlottesville Public Access TV 3 times a week, and I'm trying to get everybody, including yourselves, your educators and all that, and businesses who are community-minded to get on Public Access TV because it's really cheap, and you can use your phone now, and you can do videos and send it to them, and it can be, edited and everything for your conventions, your seminars, your pitch to grant funding, or you can do podcasts too. So, are you going to be on TV?
Sounds like I'll be on YouTube.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Well, now, so good to see you again, and thank you so much for what you're doing on Charlottesville Public Access TV.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's okay. Pipelines for Pathways on Charlottesville Public Access TV. What do you do?
Hi, my name is Deanne McDaniel, and I'm the Manager of Career Services here at Piedmont Virginia Community College.
And you are here, thank you so much, because I guess you're recruiting people into careers, or what is the point of you, particularly in the student affairs?
So here at PVCC, we are doing a unique way of designing our Career Services department. We have an individual who is going to go out into the community to help recruit students into our programs. Once they complete their programs, they will come to me, and I will have talked to employers locally and gotten job postings from them and posted those into our network. And in addition to that, we will put our students into our Network to Work platform to help them get those non-academic resources taken care of before they start working with your organization, so that they'll be a successful employee. So like if they need child care referrals, if they need car repair, if there's like certificates or things they have to do before they can start working with you, those are things we can help pay for to get them to be successful employees. So that's kind of how we're structuring our Career Services office here at PVCC.
So I'm blown away, because when I started out in New York at a community college, I became a registered nurse through their program. And then I went on a career path or track of becoming an art therapist. So I went to all these colleges after, but New York, like you have now, I guess, had grants and things to pay the professors, so the kids I went to school free. But I wished I had Habitat for Humanity, because I had to pay for my apartment. I wish I had, certain grants from the medical community, like having a certificate in solar building or something like that to be able to fund my education as I went along. I had to work actually as a nurse full time, which was really hard initially, especially until I got through grad school. And so I did other things. I did fundraising and all that kind of stuff. What I love to do. So it was hard, but it was also great because medical community is an open track, and science and different types of community building careers. Can you tell me what most people are aspiring to now, do you think?
Healthcare is healthcare. Healthcare is one of our biggest programs of study, whether it's nursing, phlebotomy, a certified medical assistant. Definitely our healthcare is one of our most popular. Then our skilled trades, so that's electrician, HVAC, welding, those types of programs. And then of course our transfer programs where the students will come here for 2 years and then transfer to a 4-year to finish out their bachelor's degree. So those are kind of the big areas that we are seeing and servicing here in the Charlottesville area.
I understand welding is 6 figures right now coming out of the program.
Yes.
And you don't have to go all the way up. You can do it in like 2 years almost?
Yeah, so you could do it as like in an apprenticeship type of situation. So you come here, you can get your basic skills. A lot of times employers will hire you into what's considered an apprenticeship program or like on a probationary period. And you'll work underneath of somebody to hone your skills in, and then you would go back and do like welding 2 or welding 3 later on down the line, but you're getting paid while you're honing those skills and that you've learned here from PVCC.
Well, obviously you are very knowledgeable and experienced with the community. Can you tell me a little bit about how that happened?
So I was an academic advisor before this, and in my job, I always want to know the community I'm serving and what's happening out in the world. So I study myself and do research so that I can make sure I'm providing to my students or to the community that comes in here with the correct information, and that I'm helping them to be successful, giving them all that information.
You are better at 20 million times than AI. I mean, that is exactly why we need more of you to experienced people who are passionate and who want to help their community, it's your community, be better.
Yes.
And so I can never appreciate AI for taking over studies or anything in lieu of real teachers and people who advise you on one-to-one individually, which is basically community building, right? Careers?
Yes. Correct. That's exactly what it is.
That you engage with everybody for wherever they are.
Yes, I do. So I've only been in this position a few months, so we have been going through a rebuilding process here, but I am starting to go out into the community and start engaging with employers and with just job seekers who aren't taking classes here yet, letting them know what we have to offer, so if they want to upskill and go to that next level. So like you were saying, you were an RN, so like if you wanted to go to your BSN, we could bring students here to get those prerequisites taken care of.
So you can do just about anything going through school.
Yeah.
But it's really like people like you who have the resources in your mind where to go for their but anyway, thank you so much for being on Charlottesville Public Access TV.
Thank you.